Hello, everyone. This is Cynthia Toet, your TV host for Gypsy's Toolbox. And what are we here for is for alternative healing, and we are on episode 7 for reflexology. The reason why I actually am doing this show is because this Gypsy has a lot of tools in her toolbox that have to do with helping us heal past our state of living. And I want to share them with you. And there's so many of them that I'm going to just start doing this series, which I've been doing. And we're going to do a little bit at a time. Now, if anybody ever wants to go in depth into one, then I will open up like a mastermind in whichever one that somebody starts calling out on. We'll do a mastermind course on it so we can go more deep into it. All right, so reflexology is our subject at hand today. Again, the reason why I bring this on is because I do believe that we have so many, I don't know what happened here. We have so many tools that we can use that are available to us right here, right now, today. We don't have to go anywhere. We don't even have to buy many of the tools for us to use to be operating, to allow ourselves to be learning how to operate more smoothly, more easily, without so much pain and suffering. How can we get past the pain and suffering without having to go to the doctor's office all the time? Not that I'm saying not to go to the doctor's office, because I am no doctor. If you feel like you need to go to the doctor, so be it, so do it. But I'm just giving you guys alternative tools that you can use when there's maybe nothing available, or maybe it's in the middle of the night, or maybe if you want to take it a little bit further. For again, I did suffer from fibromyalgia for 15 years, and I got myself well from the alternative healing, not from the doctor's pills and medications and not knowing what to do or what to say or where to lead me or guide me. I did it on my own, and it started first with the mindset and with all these other tools that I know. As I just took it into my own hands. Again, I'm not telling you guys this is what you need to do or should do. I'm just giving you guys choices and options and different things to look at. I mean, there was one day I didn't even know what the heck reflexology was. Now, what is reflexology? Reflexology are these little points. They are on our hands and are on our feet. And there's a point on every point of our hand actually leads to something that's internal inside of us, whether it's our heart, our chest, our stomach, to the liver, and or to our knees or our back. You know, there's certain points, pressure points, that we can actually start rubbing on and we can be pushing on to actually relieve some symptoms. One of the symptoms, I used to deal with someone that had a suicidal cluster migraine headaches. For 7 years, I actually worked with this person one-on-one. And when I first met them, they were having, 3 to 4 headaches a day, 5 to 6 days a week. Now, what a suicidal cluster migraine headache is, it's a headache that actually is like a migraine. A migraine lasts you normally 2 or 3 days, where suicidal
cluster migraine headache is that amount of pain in that 2 or 3 days in one headache, and it lasts about 45 minutes. And so I worked with this gentleman for, like I said, about 7 years. By the time I was actually done working with him, he was only having 2 of his suicidal cluster migraine headaches a month. And it was just a matter of doing some herbology and doing reflexology and using the mindset. There was just a lot of different things I was able to use to actually change his whole life story around. So he actually had somewhat of a life to live and not no life. So using reflexology, it helps release things that are going on the deep level. It helps relieve, it relax, it helps smooth things that are going on in the deep level. It's just like giving your organs a massage. It's healing the pain. It's like it's like a pain relief. It can actually give us energy. It can help reduce stress. It can also help induce sleep. We just need to know where the pressure points are and how to apply them and which ones work for you. When we we can massage our it's in the hands and the feet. And since my hands are here in the show, I'll use the hands. Like, this is like the head. Your thumb or your toe, your big toe would be the head. This is like the top of your head. And as you go down here, it's like going down the length of your body. So, and then you have the neck. And then here, I think, let me see, we got the sinuses are up here, and then the eyes are all here. But as we go down, it like we can massage our shoulders, we can massage our heart, we can massage our lungs, our kidneys, our stomach, our small intestines. It's really, 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 really unique. Yeah, I just did that today. Yeah, I need to go back because there were a couple of places that were missed, but I had to, yeah, we just had to, go ahead and get it darkened again. It lasts me about 6 months, so I'm really, really, really impressed. So, in fact, I didn't even really need to go in because it was still pretty good, but I wanted the darkness back, so I could go another 6 months. So, like if you're having an earache, and the earache goes in, it's internal, right? And sure, we have ear drops and we have aspirin and different things that we can take, but when it gets so bad that we don't know what to do, is one of the things we could use is use the reflexology. We can be rubbing here in this spot, I believe. I don't have my hand one up, I have my foot one up, but so look at the foot up. Can I get the foot up in the picture? It's the same though, but so if the feet were the no, I'm trying. I'm not that limber. But to be rubbing in the spot, they have charts all over the place. There's charts all over the internet. You can either purchase them or just print one up yourself, or just look at it to see, okay, I'm having a stomach ache. Where do I rub when I have this stomach ache that just won't go away? It's actually right here on your hand. And if this was your foot, it would be in that same location on your foot. So what's really neat is we can look at our hand or our foot like our body, from the head down to the feet. So like when we get down lower, this is more like the buttocks, and the pelvis. I don't yeah. We have like the kidneys would be right in here, and if this was the big toe, so you would go down the arch of the inner side of the foot, and so that would be right about where the arch is where your kidneys are. So if you're having, like, say, kidney stones or something, I'm not saying that this is a substitute for that, but I'm telling you that there are certain things that we can do for ourselves. You can actually, if you have that issue, you can actually push on that part of your palm, and you can actually feel the pain in your hand, and you start rubbing where that pain is. You just, like, that's the pressure point. You just want to rub around. You're going to push, and then you're going to rub with some pressure. And I don't know that there's any length of time. You just do it until you feel some kind of relief. And you can do it several times. Now, with the suicidal cluster migraine headaches, I would just rub right in here, right in this spot, right here, or in the toes, doing the same thing. I just rub. And sometimes with the suicidal cluster migraine headaches, I'd have to rub pretty hard. Doesn't matter which hand. No, it doesn't matter which hand, but I think it does. Like if I have a headache, it doesn't matter if I'm rubbing from my left hand or my right hand. Now, I do think it might matter if it was the left, let's say the left back, the left side of the back, or the right side of the back. It might matter at that point because it's hooked up in a meridian. So like the meridian goes straight down the body, and then it has like 7 different meridians that go through it. And so each meridian connects to each side. My mic volume is low. I don't know that I can do anything about that. I am speaking a little bit lower. This retrograde is hitting me in all kinds of ways. So these retrogrades, I mean, we got 7 planets in retrograde. What can I say? Let's see. Okay, I don't know if that helps any, but I got the mic a little bit closer to me. I know I'm not speaking as loud as I normally do. Again, I'm just not as perky as I normally am. Like, can you just give me my strength back? Can you just give me my energy back? That helps. Okay, that's better. Perfect. Well, thank you for letting me know, because this is recorded and this is going to stay on live it'll stay on permanent on YouTube. So I like the fact that you guys are letting me know. I did write a book last year. No, it's been 2 years now. I'm going to throw in a little commercial just to let you guys know there is that book there, just in case you haven't ever gotten it. And it is on an e-copy and a hard copy. Please go ahead and purchase it, not for my sake, but for your sake. But what I'd like you to do for my sake is, once you read the book, go back and leave it a 5-star rating. Yeah, we got to get that part in there, right? So I'll be right back, everyone. And it's commercial break time. And what's she going to talk about on her commercial? Yeah, what's she going to talk about? She's going to talk about, did you know that Cynthia Toet, she's an author. She wrote a book this year called Flipping Your Emotional Story Around to Better. Yes, that's the book that she wrote, and it is on Amazon. It is an ebook and a hard copy, whichever you prefer. Go over there right now and grab your copy right now to see what it's going to take to flip your emotional story around to better. Okay, back to the show now. And thank you, Andrew. I know that even Harry Be Happy wasn't on tonight, and he's always on, and he's had quite a few times he hasn't been able to come on during this retrograde season. So, and it goes on until the 15th. So until the 15th, we will be challenged with different things. And Kathleen, you've been kind of low in energy, and no, not for any reason. For me, it's not for any reason. So I'm sure it has to do with the effect of the retrograde going on. It was like I almost didn't come live. It's just, but I am doing a lot behind the scenes, because when I started this show, what happened is I'm not. That means I have to. I'm putting more energy into this, and I have the other 2 shows that I'm doing, and it takes quite a bit It takes quite a bit. It has been a pretty challenging retrograde. And if we can just keep ourselves aware that it's going on and to keep just being okay with it, not to be harsh on ourselves, not be hampering on ourselves. My voice is all out of whack today. It's not its normal vibrancy. So back to the reflexology again. It can be done on your hands and it can be done on your foot. So it's something we can do for ourselves. Of course, when it's sometimes we can have someone else do it for us. Nothing's wrong with that because we get to relax more when somebody else is doing it for us. But a lot of times we're doing self-care. This is about self-care or self-wellness, and that means that we have to take care of ourselves at many times. And so that's what I'm trying to give you guys information of what do we have available to us. I should look up where the reflexology can help with sinus well, it's not the sinus. I know with the sinus, but with allergies, I don't know if that has anything. But if it was sinuses, let's say, if it's sinus, if you have your toes, all four your smaller toes, you would rub. Let's see, these are the toes now. I don't know how to turn my hands into toes, but you would rub right here to help relieve the sinus. There is the reflexology pressure for energy. That's correct, Andrew, 100%. So right here is for the sinus. I actually was working with Achila one day, and she's been having a lot of sinus issues, and one day she was just so stuffed up she didn't know what to do, and so I let her know where to start rubbing on her toes, and within 5 or 10 minutes she was feeling the relief where it wasn't so intense, so it at least gave her breath back. So, and I know that we can use a reflexology even with me rubbing on these things. Why I'm talking to you guys about it is actually lifting my energy up a little bit, and it's you find out which point is actually helping uplift your energy, and then there's going to be points that you can rub on that's going to bring that energy down. So you want to find out which ones is actually stimulating. So that feels good to me. Rubbing where the sinuses are. Yeah. To give us that stamina for our day. So again, it can release energy, blocked energy that's in there that we don't even know how to get to. Like, say it's our liver. The liver is probably about right here on your hand, and it is about right there on your foot. So say if your liver was being sluggish, we can just rub on that area. And I'm feeling, when I'm pushing on that area, I'm feeling a little bit of pain in my hand that I didn't even know was there, but that's because my liver is being a little sluggish. So as I rub on that, it should it will stimulate the liver. And it's like giving that liver a massage, which is pretty cool, pretty neat, knowing that, you can do your ears too. So, you can, the ears is right underneath, right here. That's where the ears are. Like, so if those are the toes, it's right underneath the toes. The hands and the toes are the same. It just mimics each other. So this would be the ears right under here. Okay. And then the neck would, see, this is the head. So this would be the neck. It's right in here, or right at the bottom of the big toe. And then right here is our lungs. And just a little bit more below that, let me see if we've got. So on your right foot, if you go down a little farther, this is the heart, okay? On the left foot, the right foot, the heart goes in more. So you still can get the heart on both sides, but one side is bigger than the other. It has more of the heart space in it than it does on the other side. Or say if you're having shoulder pains, even the shoulder pains, that's right here, over here on this side. Ooh, that feels good. I must be having some shoulder pains. I'm at There is reflexology of the ears too. Oh, that's true. That's true. You can get a reflexology chart of the ears. You can be rubbing on these certain places on your ears. That's correct. To stimulate different parts of our body, our organs, or our internal self, even our colon. Say if our colon, say we're all clogged up, we can be rubbing right here. And again, it's just on the foot. It would be towards the center of the foot. It's probably right in the middle, like this is where it goes in, and so the colon would be right at the center. It's really neat to know that we have these tools that are here available to us to help us relieve some internal pain that's going on that doesn't take any aspirin or any ibuprofen or any Advil, or it doesn't take any doctors to stimulate it, to rub it, to give it some attention. But it is information we haven't been taught. We haven't been taught. It's right here on our hands, on our feet, on our ears. We have not been taught this. Why? So to me, this is the generation where we're waking up our conscious mind, because we have all been put to sleep, operating from the unconscious self. And now we're choosing to operate from our conscious self. And that's bringing these tools, these Gypsies, these tools that are in Gypsy's toolbox, we're bringing them out into the open. Hey, we have this we can use. We have that we can use. Rather it's the crystals, or rather it's the herbs, rather it's reflexology, rather it's our mindset, rather it's Ho'oponopono, rather it's EFT. There's so many things. Rather, even if it's the cards that I use, the cards are still a tool that we have that can actually help lift our souls up to give us better energy. And talking about cards, I do like to read the Gypsy Medicine Woman cards for the end of the show, because it is a medicine deck, and it is such a beautiful deck. And just incorporate it in. Yeah, I'm going to incorporate it. All right, let's see. Well, I feel like even the lighting in my room, I have all the lights on, but it still doesn't seem like the lights are right. Brighten me up. Brighten Miss Gypsy up. So let's see. If you guys have any questions about the reflexology, again, it's foot reflexology, hand reflexology, ear reflexology. You can do it yourself, or you can have someone else do it for you. But so many of us are on our own self-healing journeys that we need to be learning to do these things on our own. You know, we need to be learning how to be calling in from divine what it is that we don't know. What can we use? What do we have available to us right now, right here, today, that we do not need to lean on another person, another soul, or another pocketbook. We don't need to lean into our pocketbook to take care of ourselves. Yeah, I did. Yeah. You know, everything costs us money, but this doesn't cost us anything. Yeah. And let's see here. What else? These beautiful. What's the Gypsy Medicine Woman? It is. I'm telling you, the energy is so intense. You should all be going through some major shift in your life, and we don't even know what that major shift is doing or where it's leading us. We're trusting it's taking us to this better energy. I take Excedrin migraines today for my headache. See, look at and see. Maybe if you've known about, rubbing right here in between the thigh. Maybe if you knew that before you took that Excedrin, maybe you would find out that, hey, I really didn't need that. Another good thing for migraines is ice packs around your neck. And or again, if it was rubbing, if I know, yeah, I bet. That happens, you know. It does happen. They are connected, you know, because the body gets full of toxins, and we have to relieve those toxins within the body. So this is about, so the reflexology gives us a way to look within. It gives us some way to look within our inner selves. It's like, hey, I can see inside of myself. I can work on my inner self by utilizing the reflexology. It's really, really, really cool. And what else? You know, and we're you love reflexology. Another thing that's really good, I meant this is off the subject though, but is if it has to do with headaches and migraines too, you know, enemas. I can do an enema. Yeah, that can, to clear out the, you know, the crap. To get rid of the toxic stuff that's inside, that's stuck inside of you, you know, just letting you know. Just telling you. It's the truth. You know, when we're using reflexology, we are truly aiming from our heart space. Aiming with our heart, that means that we're loving ourselves even more, that we're taking care of ourselves. We're being responsible for loving ourselves even more. We're doing the self-lovingness program through all doubt and through all insecurity. This is like we're trusting. This is like trusting through all doubt that you can clear the crap up with reflexology. Yeah. Give me my voice back, Divine. Give me my voice back. Where's it at? Give me my voice. Yeah, give me my pep. It is about how it is about doing the work. We have to actually rub our hands. We have to actually rub our feet. We have to actually put it in gear. We can't just think about it. We have to put it to work. You find the participating 4-4-4 breathing helps. Oh yeah. And inhale for 4 seconds and hold the 4 seconds, and then breathing out for 4 seconds, meditating breath. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know about that one, Andrew. Thanks for the tip. Molly needs to know about it right now. Yeah. What else we got? When we actually utilize the reflexology, it actually gives you your momentum back. It gives you your stamina back. It gives you your energy back. Yeah. So we can actually get back up there on stage and do the work, because we decided to take charge. We decided to take command of our own temple. We decided to take command of our own soul, our own body. We decided to be the one that's going to be responsible for it. Yeah, we are. Yeah, let's see here. What else we got? For the cards to line up with today's show, it's just about making sure that we're going with the flow, going with the movement, allowing ourselves, trusting ourselves enough that, you know, we can find that spot on our hand. We can find that spot on our ear. If you just go to, where does it, oh, that feels good. You know, we don't even consciously have to know where it's needs to be rubbed. We can just feel around to see, oh, well, that feels good for me to rub there, or oh, that seems a little tense right there. That must need a little bit more rubbing, to make sure that we're rubbing that energy around, so we're stimulating it. So go with the flow sometimes. Just go with the flow and trying to find that spot in your hand. You do not need to know what every little detail is, because Spirit is working with you. Spirit will lead you. Spirit will guide you. Spirit will lead your hands right to the spot. It'll lead your hands right to the spot that needs a rub. And now that you are aware that we can rub our certain parts of our hands or our feet, allow your hands to lead and guide you. Trust in like, that's kinesiology. Like, it's like, trust that a part of you knows exactly what part of your body needs a little bit more TLC. And let's see what else we got. Any more cards for just to go along with the Reflexology program today that you want to share with us? I think that's a good one to actually end on, that you know that we have the spirits, you know, we have our guides leading us and guiding us to utilize these tools that we have that don't cost us anything. They don't. We just need to know about it. And they've been in hiding. And, you know, we're bringing things out of hiding now. We're saying no more hiding from us, because we want to see them. We want to see what it is. We want to know about these tools that are readily right here available to us, for us, that have been hidden right here in plain sight. Now we want to see what those tools are. So that's why Miss Gypsy shares her toolbox with you. Come back next week and check in, and I'm going to do tomorrow, next week's show, and then after next week's show I'm going to invite Pamela on, and Pamela and I are going to come on into the show, so she's going to come in. After the show, we'll do the 30 minutes show live here, and then I have to leave to open up I have to open up Zoom separately from YouTube to bring it into YouTube, so I can't pre-program that part, but we will do it after next week's Toolbox show. So, and if any one of you are there that have some tools that would like to join me live on a Zoom call, to come on live on YouTube, because you have some awesome, amazing gifts that you want to share back out there to the world, just let me know and I will make it so I can set it up so you can come on live with Miss Gypsy and we can talk about it. All right, you guys, until tomorrow night for Your Hidden Love Story, where I go live again. And tomorrow night's show is going to be about let's see if I can remember. Empowerment, because we did a show on detachment. So tomorrow night we're doing a show on empowerment, because when we detach from the energies that were not working for us, what happens, it actually empowered us to be utilizing energies that are more in alignment for us, because we're not sharing our energy with the lower vibrational energetic vampires. I'm just saying, you know, we're making everybody responsible for their own stuff to take care of, so we can be that strong person that we are and taking care of our own self. All right, you guys, so I'll be back tomorrow night, 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, for Your Hidden Love Story, tying the knot. We're going to be talking about empowerment. So, and then I'll see you then. Bye-bye, butterflies. Thank you all for showing up. I love you all so much. And make sure you hit that like button just to help the channel out. And again, make sure you guys are leaving comments and other things that you watch. And Pamela, I mean, not Pamela, Molly, she's leaving those comments. She's doing her homework. She's going out. She's listening to the information, and she's sharing with me what her insight is. And I'm sharing back with her Miss Gypsy's input. So it's like first-hand coaching services from me to you guys. Okay, till next time. I love you guys. Good night.